Low Nose Boxing in the building. I'm over here in New York City in Victory Boxing Gym. I'm with Dominiqu Crowder, otherwise known as Dimes. If Dimes, let him know about you. Let him know your record and where you from.
17-0, WBA International Champion at 188 pounds up from West Baltimore. And if you don't know me, you're going to know me soon.
So you from Baltimore. So you already know. Baltimore, that's the home of Gervonta Davis.
And me. Well.
And Dominiqu Crowder, you the next one. In fact, your time is here as well. How old are you, champ?
I just turned 30.
You just turned 30.
Yeah.
And how long you been boxing?
About 16, 17 years.
16, 17?
Yeah, years.
And when you started boxing, who you started training with?
I was training with a dude named Kareem Patterson, then I moved on to Mark Breland and Jose Guzman.
You said Mark Breland?
Yep, and Jose Guzman.
I see a lot of your style in Mark Breland. I see a lot of the Mark Brelandness, the tall, long reach, educated jab. You know, I see that you know how to use your jab as a spear, you know how to flick it, and you know how to throw it from you know, like an up jab as well.
Yeah, you know you can use a jab on 4 different ways. Up, down, side, behind. Jab is the most important key in boxing. A lot of dudes don't know that, they don't have it. So I'm always be a step forward. I know how to use that jab.
I seen you was also hooking off the jab, sort of like with Canelo, the way he caught Blanca, like he'll flick it out there and then he'll whip it around.
Exactly where I got that from, Canelo. Sometimes you can use the jab as a feint and then you come around with it. You can use it for everything, man. It's the most important punch again in the sport.
Speaking of Canelo Alvarez, you just mentioned that you learned a signature move from Canelo. If you couldn't, give me 5 fighters that you currently watch, whether it's active or retired legends, and name me one specific move that you picked up from each one of them.
Mark Breland, of course, is the jab in the right hand. Canelo is that hook off the jab. I like to use, I watch a lot of Michael Nunn. I love how he moves.
Michael Nunn. Oh, that's old school right there.
I love how he used the ring gentlemanship, always on point, punching off the angle. And I watch a lot of Japanese boxing as well. I mean, I know all the champions in my weight class from Japan, so I watch a lot of Japanese boxing. They real technical, everything behind the jab. So that's just a few fighters I watch. You know?
Speaking of Japanese fighters, right? You and Inoue are not that far apart in weight. So is that a fight somewhere down the road you would like to have?
For sure, hell yeah. Right now I'm on his brother. His brother got the belt in my weight class. He got the WBA at bantamweight, so that's the route I'm going. I'm waiting. I've been DMing him and everything about getting a fight with him, so hopefully I get the fight with him. I want it right now, like today.
So you pushing for that fight?
I'm pushing for that fight. I'm hunting for it. I've been asking, I've been back and forth. I'm gonna make it happen.
For being that, what, you like 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah.
So what's the highest weight class that you see yourself topping out at by the end of your career?
30, 130.
130?
Yeah, 130. I don't really want to do this too much longer, you know, like 118, 122, 26, 30 and stuff. Y'all can have it.
And you want to be undisputed in 3 weight classes if you could, right?
Oh man, I want to get this strap. First belt I touched at 118, I'm going right up to 122. I ain't wasting no time.
And to my knowledge, you have a fight coming up, is that right?
November 16th, we're fighting in Atlantic City on the zone, so everybody consider I'm the co-main event.
Okay, you're the co-main event. And who exactly you gonna fight?
We got some names. I can't really put it out there yet. We're waiting on them to sign a contract, but it's gonna be good.
Okay,
if
definitely.
Sign a contract, it's gonna be a good one.
Okay,
Big step up for me.
I'm definitely gonna tune in for that.
Yeah.
Former world champion. So regardless of who it is, it's definitely gonna be someone that will be like a step up.
Oh, for sure. Ain't no stepping back for me. I'm already at that level now. I'm a contender. So it's like, what you going down for? Of course, go up.
And you already locking in, like I already seen you, I seen you working on some things.
Every day, man, 2 times a day, I'm a cat, man, so.
And I noticed, because a lot of tall fighters that I speak to, they always say, oh, I don't gotta learn how to duck, I don't gotta learn how to get low. And I always say, everybody gotta learn everything. And I noticed you're a tall fighter, but I also noticed that you know how to change your levels and get low when necessary.
For sure, man, 100%. Like you said, you gotta know how to do everything in that ring. You never know what you're gonna run across. Sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. You ain't gonna be able to be cute and pretty all the time, be nice and edgy. No, sometimes you gotta I'm the type of fighter, whatever predicament I'm in, I'm gonna deal with it. And I'm gonna know how to deal with it. So that's why we be in the gym every day, just getting better and working on the things. So when that day comes, I'm ready.
So you also working on your inside work as well, right?
I love my inside work. I've been working on that. I was just in camp with Nick Ball. I had to work my inside game the whole time.
Nick Ball, okay.
He ain't backing up. He don't take no steps back.
Yeah.
So I had to get my inside
So
game tight.
that was some good work.
Man, it's great work. I had to get my inside game tight.
So speaking
he told me like, yo, your inside game is tight.
Speaking of your inside game, right? And being that obviously you're a student of the game, what fighters do you watch as far as tightening up your inside work?
I like fighters like even Cornell Whitaker. He good on the inside.
Underrated.
Great on the inside.
Underrated.
He punch placements, everything. Canelo and a lot of Mexican guys. A lot of Mexican fighters are great on the inside. So I've been watching. I study him. Even though I'm tall, I take little things from him and I put it in my game.
Yo, can I give you a suggestion who to watch as far as inside work?
Yeah, for sure.
Two guys. Watch James Toney, and you got to watch Roberto Duran.
Oh yeah.
Roberto Duran was excellent with his hand placement. He knew how to do like little things to maneuver your arms to where you couldn't hit him, but he could hit you.
Right.
And then James Toney, he was so calm on the inside. That's very important not to panic.
Yo, James Toney was a bad motherfucker. I was just watching him and I forget the guy's name, and it was one of the best fights I ever seen. IQ-wise, skill for skill. What's the dude's name? Not Michael Nuns.
Mike McCallum.
Mike McCallum.
Yeah.
The first one. That was one of the most talented fights I ever seen.
Skill for skill.
Skill for skill.
And it was brutal, but it was skill. It wasn't reckless. It wasn't reckless.
Man, that was that. If you want to learn boxing, watch that fight, man. That's one of the best.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Speaking of skill for skill, right? And obviously you and Tank is a lot shorter than you, but Tank is heavier than you. Now, have you and Tank ever done, like, cause you and I spoke before, you never sparred with Tank before.
No, I haven't sparred.
But have you ever moved around with him?
No,
The way, like, you ever seen Boots? He was moving around with Bam Rodriguez.
No, we haven't moved. I'm looking forward to, though, soon, you know, especially when he fights up a tall guy. Hopefully, they
All right.
reach out to me and bring me in camp. But Tank, that's my guy, though. He's a great guy.
So you know him personally, like, you kick it with him, you work out with him before.
Yeah, I was in camp with him before. For the Ryan Garcia fight.
How's his work ethic?
Man, work ethic crazy. Tank is God gift.
Now,
God gave him talent.
speaking of Tank, right? You already know where I'm going at. You know Tank is your favorite fighter. Me and you bust it up all the time because T.O. is my favorite fighter, right? Out of T.O., Devin Haney, and Shakur, which one you think would give Tank his toughest fight? Because I already know you feel Tank beats all of them, right?
Tank will beat all of them, but it's going to have to be out of T.O. or Shakur. Maybe T.O. I think T.O. probably gives him all of them.
I seen you do a little bit of moves that, not for nothing. I seen you do a little T.O. thing, the little thing where you step back and you was doing the thing with the feet right there.
T.O. a bad motherfucker too now. He can do it all. And he big and explosive as well. That's why I feel like he'd be taking all these fights to me.
Yeah, speaking of T.O., you know, everybody knows that he said some things recently that was very controversial. And you and I spoke before in the past. You said he was also one of your favorite fighters, even though Tank is your boy, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel about that, what T.O. said? Do you think T.O. was really meant that, or you think he was looking for hype?
To be honest, I don't really know, but I feel like T.O., you should just shut your mouth and be a boxer, be the great boxer you can. Because when you shut your mouth and just box, people love you. But when you just talking crap and stuff, that turns people off, you know, and then like, people get in their feelings about that, man, talking about, skin color and everything. Let's not bring that in the sport. Let's just be fighters and take care of our family.
Keep it professional. I agree with that. Yeah.
We not talking bad about you and your people, you know? So
Yeah.
don't do us like that.
I agree with that, man.
Get to know us.
Yeah, I agree with that. And like I said, I know people that know him personally, and they all tell me that T.O. is he's not that type of boy. He roll with you know, blacks and stuff like that. That's what he do. You know what I mean?
I was on FaceTime with T.O. before. Jose put me on FaceTime
Yeah?
one time. We was talking, yeah, he was cool as hell. So like, he probably didn't mean that, but he probably like reaching for attention or something. I don't know.
Yeah, in boxing, a lot of fighters say things that they shouldn't say, period. It's been going on for years, whatever. But hopefully we get the fights. And as for you, I want to see you get the fights that you want. You know what I'm saying? The big fights. So you can get the recognition that you deserve.
For sure, man. I'm ready for a title eliminator right now. If anyone calling for a title eliminator, let's do it. It don't matter what belt organization it is. Let's go. Like I said, it's your boy Dominiqu Crowder, man. Shout out to my guy Low and Low Love Boxing, man. We out.
Yo, stay up, bro. Definitely, man. Yo, tune in November 12th.
November 16th, Atlantic
November
City,
16th.
live on the Zone.
And let them know where they can find me right on
You
Instagram.
can follow me on Instagram at Doms10_ and Facebook Dominique Crowder, man. Appreciate y'all.
Say no more, brother.